This video is to address a couple of issues that you raised. The first, obviously, is validation, and I absolutely agree that I did not do the proper validation last time. I think that through the videos I've made this time around, I've shown you that while the model is still probably a little bit more complex than you would care for, that I've made the effort to validate it properly. And if you do have questions on validation or issues, then I can certainly address those and show you whatever additional means of validation that I perhaps haven't shown you thus far to increase your confidence that the model is indeed valid and works properly. The second point was you had talked about information or requisitions still being in the system at the simulation's end, and I think that's somewhat inevitable. You might have requisitions that initiate it at day 40 or day 45, and in a 60-day run they just don't close in time because of lead time from depot. So I think it's inevitable we're going to have data still left in the system. And I think the performance measures, the way they laid out, they address that data of requisitions open versus those that have closed. So if I understand that issue correctly. Another thing you talked about was having manual and automated data kind of convoluted and coming back on itself. And I guess the point I would bring up is that the manual system, two parts of it. There's a local search, and if the item is found, then it gets transported to the aerial port and then delivered to the unit. If it's not, then the higher headquarters has got to put it into an automated system anyway. But I think that there's a significant difference here, and that's still a valid manual system in that the unit doesn't have control over putting that into the automated system, and that's the difference. Is down here in the automated system, the unit puts it in the automated system, it goes directly to wholesale, and we move on. For the automated, if the item isn't found, we still have to get a sponsor to do that, and so we potentially lose time both searching for the item and then having to put it into the automated system anyway. I also identified these attributes. So if we wanted to dive down and see what items were found, what way, or what sourced what way within the manual system, we could do that. And I'm also certainly open to only measuring the items that are found through the local search as the manual system, if we don't want to get things confused. I don't think that would be too hard to alter, although I do think that these two options accurately reflect a manual system, because the unit is still dependent on higher headquarters and different variables here, and we still have capacity constraints on this search. So I would offer that up. So I'll end this video, and I'll make one more video about the way ahead and my start point for analysis.